what is going on? I thought like, oh, it's gonna be like one of those Korean lip tints. Why does she like it?
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Who would wait 15 minutes for a lipstick to set? Packaging is worthless if a product doesn't deliver.
But
Hello and welcome. Hi, I'm Satshya. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about one of the most controversial, or I would say divisive, lip products in the recent past, and that is the Maybelline Superstay Teddy tint. I've been seeing so many videos about this online. There are a lot of people calling it sticky and a waste of money, and a lot of comments saying that the only positive reviews are those that are paid, and some others who genuinely do like it and say that everybody else is using it wrong. A lot of opinions on a lip product, and all this has made me really curious to try out this product and check whether it's really worth it or if it's a waste of your money. I don't have anyone else in my life who's as passionate about lipstick as I am, so I'm hoping to find a community here who would understand where I'm coming from. And if you are someone who loves lipsticks like me, drop a lipstick emoji in the comments so I know. Hello! Now I'm going to start off by giving some context about the whole controversy. If you're watching this video just for the swatch and the review of the product, then you can skip ahead. I'll put the timestamps below. But if you really want to understand what people's complaints are in the first place, keep watching. Like a lot of you, I came across videos of a lot of influencers talking about this new launch from Maybelline. This is what a lot of brands do when there's a new product in the market. There's something like an amplification phase where a lot of influencers introduce the product, talk about its features, just to spread news among the audience that hey, there's a new product, this is what it does, these are its colors, go check it out. Of course, you know, after seeing those videos and also seeing like it's available on Nykaa, etc., a lot of people bought it and tried it and had some very differing opinions. So let's take a look at what Maybelline Teddy tint does, and I'm referring to their website, okay? It says it's a blurred matte finish, it has a creamy formula, 12-hour long stay, waterproof, transfer proof, smudge proof. Now when I saw this, I thought like, oh, it's gonna be like one of those Korean lip tints that, you know, are really nice and fun to wear, but which are not very accessible because either you have to get them on Macaron or you have to get them like through these Instagram sellers, which is not always reliable. So I was really glad that Maybelline decided to come out with a lip tint because they're more mass market. It's easily available on Nykaa or even in local stores. So I thought, oh great, finally a blurring creamy lip tint for the Indian market, because usually all the other lip tints I've seen have been like the oil ones or like the glossy, very light tinted ones that don't really suit people with pigmented lips like me. So I usually stay away from those tints, but I was very excited about this one. Then I saw this.
this lip tint is an alternative to glue. I regret buying the Maybelline Teddy tints. It is so sticky and it feels really heavy on the lips. Shades are too pretty to throw them, so I guess I'll be using them as my blush.
Just that shot of her lips like sticking together and like coming apart slowly was so shocking to me because I hadn't tried the product yet, so I was like, what is going on? I remember that there was a similar reaction to Maybelline vinyl ink as well when it first launched, because people are like, it's so sticky, and as someone who had bought it, used it and loved it, I was confused because I loved it. And then I realized that usually when you apply bullet lipsticks, what you tend to do is you put it and then you smack your lips together to evenly spread the color, but that's not something that works with liquid lipstick, so especially the vinyl ink, then that would make it sticky. So that time it was a case of people aren't using it properly, they aren't shaking the bottle before using it and applying it, because I love the vinyl ink, I love how long lasting it is. When I saw this reel for the first time, I thought, okay, she's not applied it properly, maybe she's made the same mistake, maybe she's not let it dry properly. There's this comment that says you're supposed to leave it on for 15 minutes for it to fully set. 15 minutes. Who would wait 15 minutes for a lipstick to set? Like, do you have that kind of time? A lot of people have given her a lot of suggestions in the comments, and so she's done another follow-up video taking all of these suggestions on board, and this is what happened.
Got so many comments on how to actually use it. You need to apply a thin coat and let it sit for 15 minutes, and while it's setting you cannot smack your lips. Well, it's past 15 minutes now and I followed all the rules, and now the moment of truth. It is still sticky and it still feels heavy even after following all the steps.
So yeah, it's not looking good for Maybelline Teddy tint. And You know, some people are accusing her of lying. I don't think she has any reason to lie or simply diss a product. In fact, a beauty creator would love to work with Maybelline because they have a huge range of products, and obviously putting out a negative review, it's a risk, right? So I admire that she's been so honest and truthful about it. I checked a couple of other reels also of people trying out Maybelline Teddy Tint, and this is what it looks like.
Is this a sticky formula? Let's try it. Let's go in the second time. And that's how it looks when I've applied it. Not sticky at all. It's more velvety, very comfortable, and my lips are not sticking. I hope this answers your question.
This creator has applied 2 coats and she's saying it's not sticky. So I'm like, okay, whoa, then what just happened? So let me watch a third one. In her caption, she says, it feels sticky on the lips, and even though it settles a bit after some time, it doesn't feel entirely comfortable on the lips. Now, this is going in complete contrast to what Maybelline is saying on their website, which is it's soft, it's comfortable, it's a very soft matte finish, blurred matte finish, and it's a creamy formula and all of these things. Therefore, I decided to put my scientist hat on and test it out for myself, and this is me unboxing the lip product. I ordered mine from Nykaa. It cost 749 rupees, but I had some code, so I think it cost 650 bucks, which right now, like, all the lipsticks and lip products are around that range itself. Price point wise, okay. This is what the packaging looks like as soon as you get it out of the pack. It doesn't come with an outer cover with any instructions as such. It just comes just like this. Okay, the only instructions on this is apply on clean, dry lips and let fully dry. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. I noticed a lot of videos talking about how they love the packaging, and yes, the packaging is cute, but packaging is worthless if a product doesn't deliver. Let's see how this actually works. I got this in the shade Latte to Go. One thing I liked was that they had a color wheel explaining what shade would look better on what skin tone, and I felt like this would be an interesting tone. I usually go for peachy pinks, which all of you are like, try something new. This is like a warm brownish reddish shade, and I thought that would also show up better on my lips. And as you can see, I have pretty pale lips. My upper lip is darker than my lower lip, so I'm curious to see what this tint will be like on my lip. This is one swipe. Looks like any other tint. It doesn't feel heavy as such on my lips. And like other tints, it's not that much coverage. Especially if you have pigmented lips, this is the first thing you look at, like whether it'll even out your lips. Not so you can see my original lip color peeking through. Again, this is one layer. I'm waiting for it to fully dry as the package says. It's been like 4 minutes since I last applied it. I think it's fully dry. From a texture wise, I'm not feeling anything sticky yeah, it's a bit. I'm feeling like a slight stickiness, like the kind that you would get with if you've used other lipsticks in the Superstay range, like the matte Superstay, which was the liquid lipstick that I love, like, and used forever, or even the vinyl has a slight stickiness to it, and they say that's the reason why it's so long lasting. For me personally, I love long lasting lipsticks, so I don't mind the stickiness, and I don't have dry lips. I have usually like oily lips, or I don't usually need to put on lip balm to like heal my lips. My lips are quite moisturized, so I'm not feeling any heaviness or gluiness or anything uncomfortable on my lips. I think if you do have drier lips, cracked lips, you feel that more significantly. I'm just wondering how long I need to wait until it's fully dry before I can test it out. You know what? As I'm doing this, I can kind of feel it settle in my lips a bit, like the cracks. Yeah. I don't know how to describe it, but like I can, you know that Beetlejuice trend? It feels like that. It feels like it's settling into your cracks. Yeah, it is a bit sticky. Not as sticky as I expected. Like I had really low expectations of this going forward, but let's see if it's transfer proof. It's transferring a little bit, so I kind of feel like it hasn't dried fully. It doesn't have that lightweight mousse-like texture that you'd expect from a tint, but this says it's a long-lasting tint, so I think that's why it has that sticky kind of feeling. I think I'll apply one more layer because then you can actually see how long it lasts. Like right now it's so light, even if it goes you'll have no idea. Let's add one more layer. It's still transferring. I don't know how long I have to wait. Okay, let's drink some chai and see how long it lasts. Yeah, if you can see, there's a bit of transfer on the cup. I don't know if it's because it's not dried fully. This drying thing is testing my patience a little bit, if I'm honest. Yes, it did feel sticky. Throughout the day that I tried, it did feel sticky. There's no denying it. It was sticky. It wasn't heavy on the lips. It wasn't a heavy feeling on the lips, but anytime I would put my lips together, they would stick. Is it smudge proof, transfer proof, long lasting? 100%. This is me at the end of the day. You can see the lip product is still very much there on my lips. I had to use a cleansing oil to remove it off, but on the comfort factor and the sticky lips factor, I was still torn. And so I did some more research. Found this video on YouTube and it's titled, "I love Maybelline Teddy Tint," and I was like, I have to watch this video, like why does she like it? She says that you have to apply it on clean and moisturized lips and that you have to wait 20 minutes for it to dry and then dab off the excess, and then it remains beautiful for the rest of the day. And so I'm going to try exactly that. Let's do it. My 20 minutes is up. Okay, it's been 40 minutes since I applied this because I had to go feed my baby in between and then my camera stopped working. You also get to see what it looks like, the shade looks like on a phone camera as well. So she said to dab off the excess. I'm gonna do that. Did you see it stick to my lips? Yeah, that's not a good sign. My lips actually look pretty good. Okay, I'm surprised with how nice it looks. I'm going to check in my mirror also. Oh, okay, there's a stark difference between what I can see in my phone camera and in my mirror. I'm going to try to come as close as possible. When you see it like this, it does look like there's a blurred effect. Maybe that's just my front camera. When I smile, it looks nice. Like, see, it looks like a very pretty flush of color with just one coat. That's pretty impressive, but it's not really giving that blurring matte effect. In fact, I feel like it's emphasizing the lines on my lips a lot more. Let's do like a transfer test. Nothing. Now let's do a lip stickiness test. If I do a light lip smacking, then nothing happens. But if I intentionally like smush my lips together, then it does stick. I don't think in our day-to-day life we would come across situations where we'd be like, but you know. So I don't think the stickiness is an issue here, and it's quite comfortable on the lips. It feels like a second skin almost on the lips. I'd have to say it's not blurring for me, but it's actually not bad. Like, I'm surprised. I was all ready to be like disappointed and feel like what a waste of money, but it's actually not bad. Let me also use it on my face since it's supposed to be like a tint. Why is this pretty? Okay, it's actually not bad. I feel like I need to film this on the back camera as well. Maybe that'll be clearer. I'm filming on the back camera. This is what my lips look like. I don't think it may be best suited for people with pigmented lips like me who want a more even coverage. I feel like I don't go for tints because of the pigmentation, and I feel like they're too sure they peek through. But I have to say that if you want a tint that is very pigmented, this Romand and Shirley one is really good. I'll put a clip of me applying it and how it looks on me. I put 2 coats also of this and it doesn't feel sticky, thick, nothing. It does transfer a bit, but I think if you want a tint or something light on the lips, which is comfortable, smells nice also, and I love the feel of Romand products on my lips. They feel really light and effortless. There's another one, Blur Fudge Tint. I like this also. This is far lighter, and I actually feel like this Romand Blur Fudge Tint is very similar to the Maybelline Superstay Teddy tint. In terms of texture, this is the Maybelline Teddy tint, the Romand Blur Fudge tint, and the Romand Zero Velvet tint. This feels so light on the skin. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me like smudge it out. These two, they are so light, they feel so good. And this one is a bit more sticky, definitely texture wise a little more tacky is the word. Okay, here are my final thoughts. I feel like this would have performed much better for a consumer experience if there were clearer instructions on how to use it. So obviously if someone is applying it, they're going to apply it like they do usual tints, and so I think that's the reason why a lot of people got disappointed. Once I followed the instructions, it's quite comfortable. It's non-transferring, it's waterproof, smudge-proof. It's very comfortable on the lips. I don't feel like the Teddy tint is a complete waste of money. When I actually put it to test, I realized that unless I did 20 minutes of talking to the camera and then it was perfectly fine. I know a lot of people are not fans of the Maybelline Superstay series. They hate it. Me personally, I love it. I love that it's so long lasting. But yeah, I do understand people who have been mad about this, and understandably so. But if you have bought it, if you've tried it and hated it, I hope this video is a sign for you to try it again on a day where you have time, 20 minutes time to let it dry without smacking your lips together. And yeah, I hope this video helped. I enjoyed making it. It was like a nice deep dive for a topic that I'm very passionate about. If you like this video and you want to see more unsponsored content on my channel, then please subscribe, because that would really support me and would also enable me to continue making unsponsored content like this. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. Bye.